somebody and you chase them around, try to get them going. I'm going to show you how you don't have to do that no more. Say no more.
No more.
I'm going to show you how you can control it. Everybody say assets.
Assets.
Assets are the key to this business. Say the key to this business.
Key to this business.
I forgot where I was at. Look. Assets. See it right here? That ain't how you spell liability, is it? Don't worry about it. You got assets and liabilities. The only asset in this business is inventory. Inventory are names. Say names.
Names.
I'm going to show you how to become, you know what, Ron? I'm going to do this in just a minute. I'll get you back in a minute. Because I just caught something just came to me. It's going to be real good. And see, I ain't got nothing to plan. But watch this. Assets, your inventory. I'm going to show you how you do it every day. And this is what I do. Remember, if I'm going to the restaurant, I'm walking from my car to that restaurant, see, I believe that you will see between now and the next 7 days, you will see everybody it takes for you to go diamond and beyond. Some of you will talk to them, some of you won't. And I'm going to talk. So you always got to have, okay, all right, say vision.
Vision.
Your future needs to always be in front of you. So my vision is my future. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So my vision is my future. What is your vision? Is your future always out front of you? So when I'm walking from point A to point B and there's somebody there, my future's there, my vision's there, and I know why I'm doing it, so I will talk to the individual. And look, I'm going to share with you right here. These are real people I just contacted this week and sponsored them. Every one of my sponsors. Never went one way out of my way. One way out of my way. That doesn't make sense, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And you know, I was walking in Sam Snead's restaurant Thursday night with some distributors after a meeting, and there was a guy there, and he had this emblem on his shirt. And on his shirt, I said, and he was walking this way, I was walking that way, we was going in the same door. Remember I told you I have to go out of my way. How do you become good? Become a professional. How do you become a professional? Practice. Steve and Gene are professionals at it. Why? They make it part of their everyday lives. Does that make sense? So if I'm walking this way and that way, I said, what's on your shirt? He says, I'm a Gamecock back there in South Carolina. He says, I'm a Gamecock. I says, oh, you must be excited that Steve Spurrier's your coach. And here's what he says. He says, no, despite him, I'm still a Gamecock fan. I said, you're my kind of guy because I'm not a Steve Spurrier fan. And so watch this. He opens the first door to me to walk in Sam Steve's restaurant. I open the second door, so we're right there where the people, like, you know, you tell them how many you got. I don't know, what do you call them people? That's what you call them. So we right there, and I just says, where are you from? He said, Columbia, South Carolina. I said, really? I said, what do you do? He says, I do this thing, and I says, I didn't know what it was. And I says, well, what's that? He says, you ever heard of Gulfstream, them airplanes? I said, yeah. He says, I do the wood stuff for the Gulfstream airplanes, the cabinetry. I do the wood stuff. My company does. I said, really? I said, I got a buddy of mine who works over there. And the lady was getting ready to take us back. Watch this. I did not jump on him. Some of you are doing this. Do you know about MonaVie? I don't jump on them. You scare the hell out of them when you do that. They think you're fine. Never mind, I don't want to tell you all that right now. So my wife said, focus. I am focused. So anyhow, I said, listen, give me your name and information. I'm a businessman from Florida. I'm involved with some very, very successful business people. Immediately when I said that, I didn't make it about me. How many understand that?
Yeah, that's good.
I'm teaching you the best stuff right now. This will get you free.
That's some good stuff.
You know what? He never asked me another question. Because I didn't make it about me. I said, listen, if I got time tomorrow, I'll call you. All right. He said, here, put it in your phone. I says, I don't know how to do that. True statement. So here, this guy puts his name and number in my telephone. True story. So, you know what? The next day, me and some distributors are doing some one-on-ones and stuff. And you know what? I call the guy. And I hang up because I don't leave messages. He calls me back. He says, hey, this is Carl. I said, yeah, Carl, how's it going? He said, great. He says, well, listen, I just finished over at Gulfstream. He says, where are you at? I said, I'm going downtown Savannah. I got some meetings. I can't get with you. I said, you know what? If I get free the next couple of hours, I'll call you. Watch this. Do you notice I wasn't in a hurry? I wasn't pushy. I didn't make it like that we had, you know what I'm saying? Hang up the telephone. 2.5 hours, he calls me back. Where are you at now? I says, 5 guys in a burger. That's healthy food right there. He says, man, he says, listen, I just finished another meeting. He says, we need to get together. I said, well, I don't know if I can. Let me see. I said, where are you? He told me. I asked the guy who was driving, how far is it? He said, about 20 minutes. We go over there, 20 minutes, meeting at back at Samson's restaurant. 25 minutes later, never seen the guy until the night before, know nothing about him, signed him up, 450 points. He got him 2 tubs and 3 cases of product. Wow. Now watch this. I didn't ask him when I shared the opportunity, I didn't ask him what he thinks. See, some of you will take your time, your energy, your money, your product, and you'll share this thing, and you'll ask them what do they think. It doesn't matter what they think. Quit asking people. That is a question to fail. How do you understand that? So I said, it doesn't matter what I asked him. You know what I did? I took the sign-up application. You know what I said? Fill this out. Let's get started. I said, today's the time to get started. We're going to see some people and you want to be part of this thing. Now watch this. First response. Man, I don't know what my wife's going to think. How many of you have ever got that? Guess what? I don't care what his wife thinks. I said, let me ask you a question. You're a businessman, ain't you? He said, yeah. I said, before you give that bid to Gulfstream on them cabinets, did you ask your wife if you could? Did y'all just get that? When your wife goes to the grocery store, does she call you and ask you what she's going to buy? How do you understand what I'm talking about? Why do you want to change it? Watch this. That ain't how we normally do it anyhow. So why are you going to let them use that as an excuse? That is an excuse. How many understand that? So take care of the excuse. When you take care of the excuse and you give them a gut check, they fill it out. I always put this application, fill it out. Well, I don't know, I don't have the time. Really, you don't have the time. If you've been doing what you're doing 20 years, you ain't got time, you ain't never got time. You better fill this out now. I stick it in front of them 3 times and I tell them every time, fill it out. You know what? So I finish and I had new guys with me when I was doing this. I said, let me ask you a question. You're in, we're ready to roll. He said, yeah. He comes to the home meeting that night. He didn't go back to South Carolina. He stayed an extra night to come to the home meeting because I told him to come. I said, oh, if you got time, can you come to the home meeting tonight? I said, come to the home meeting if you want to get free. There's going to be successful business people there. Once again, it was never about me. And guess what? He came. And you know what? He'll be at the Greenville BBS. He'll be here, and it's their anniversary weekend. But you know what? I believe so much in his future. I said, you know what? This is more important than the anniversary weekend. I'm going to show you how you get your wife home from work. Yeah. How many understand? But see, you know what? You said, see, you know what? You know why you don't get the application? Because you're scared. You ain't asking. I tell them, fill this out. What do you mean this ain't the right time? What do you mean it ain't the right time to make another $100,000 a year? You told me earlier you want to make $100,000 a year. What do you mean? Now's the best time to start it. See, there ain't never a right time. There ain't never, the moon and the stars ain't never going to line up for it to be the right time. You just make the right time. How many understand that? So you use these applications. I don't do computers. You know, so you got to stay creative. So I build the list. I make it a point every day. My goal is to meet 5 new people every day. Say 5 people.
5 people.
Why do I make 5 people? Yeah. Why do I meet 5 people? So when I come to you, sir, you're having